Hello and welcome to another episode of the Moving Abroad series. My name remains Bernard and I'm coming to you from Benfriman Travels Consult. So if today happens to be your first time watching our videos, or perhaps you've been watching our videos but you've not subscribed yet, please again, just go down below the video. You see something reddish, okay? It's the subscribe button. Please click on it and also click on the notification bell to be updated. In fact, you're going to be the first person to be updated each time we put videos on YouTube. All right, so we appreciate you subscribing to the channel and helping us grow. All right, so there has been a release from one of the official handles of the USCIS. Okay, so this happened on Twitter, where one of the applicants asked the question about whether there's going to be a postponement on the release date of the DV 2021 results, and the answer was yes. The release date has been postponed from May 5th to June 6th. Okay, so they've not officially updated it on their website yet, but from how it looks, it is possible. It is about 95% possible that indeed the date has been postponed from May 5th to June 6th. Okay, so I see it to be an opportunity for applicants, all applicants, especially my people from Africa, to study how they will go about this very well, and also gather all the documents, the necessary documents that they need to succeed. Remember this: being selected as a DV visa lottery winner doesn't guarantee you the visa. So after being selected, you might well want to get the visa as well. Right? So that is why you need to subscribe to this channel, because we have seen that this is an opportunity to talk to you guys, to actually go deep and let you understand so many things around the DV visa lottery. So we are organizing a series. We are going to release videos on a daily basis, so subscribe to this channel to be updated each time we put videos on YouTube. All right, so we're going to go from being selected to after the interview, what happens. Okay, so it's a series, I should say, so you do not need to miss even one episode of it. That is why I need you to stay organized and stay together with us as we bring you up to speed on whatever that is happening on the DV 2021. Okay, so without wasting much time, let's get into today's video by starting with getting selected. After you found out that you've been selected, what do you need to do? Okay, so this information that I'm going to give you, I'm going to read word by word. Everything is directly from the USCIS official website with regards to Diversity Visa Lottery 2021. All right, so a little disclaimer here: we are not a legal firm or an immigration agency. Okay, so all that we give you is based on our experience and our past projects and assistance that we've given to our clients. We are a travel agency and not an immigration firm or a law firm. All right, so let's get into the video. All right, so if you are selected, what do you need to do? Now, selected entrants are encouraged to complete the online DS-260 application immediately to schedule an interview appointment at the appropriate US embassy or consulate. So what this means is, after you found out that you've won, what you need to do is go ahead and fill the DS-260, and as well as find your embassy, in your country where they are, and start the process. All right, so It goes ahead and says, please note the Department of State will not mail notification letters or notify selectees by email. U.S. embassies and consulates will not provide a list of selectees. Entrance status check on the EDV website is the only means by which the Department of State notifies selectees of their selection. If you receive notification through the electronic diversity visa website that you have been selected for further processing, in the diversity immigration visa program, you must successfully complete the steps on the following pages before a consular interview can be scheduled to determine if you will receive a visa. You should complete these steps as soon as possible. All right, so let's go to the steps that you need to complete as soon as possible. If you receive notification through the EDV website that you have been selected for further processing in the DV program and you are physically present in the United States, you may be eligible to adjust your status to obtain permanent residency through the DV program. For more information, I'll leave all the links below. All right, so don't worry. Now, it is important to remember that selection does not guarantee you, I said this earlier on, selection does not guarantee you will receive a visa. In order to receive a visa or a DV visa to immigrate to the United States, selectees must still meet all the eligibility requirements under the US law. Okay, so we are going to go into details with this series. Okay, that is why I need you to subscribe, click the notification bell if you really want to succeed with the DV Lottery 2021 as a winner and possibly move to the United States. All right, so entrance in the DV visa 2020, so it's talking about those who have the 2020 application ongoing right now, and let's skip that for now and let's go to the next stage. Okay, so this is where the actual process starts. Okay, so what I read to you earlier on is a brief summary of what you need to do. Now, the first thing you need to do is to confirm your qualification. All right, so I said earlier on that winning the DV lottery doesn't guarantee you a visa. So right from winning, if you check your eligibility and you are not qualified, it automatically disqualifies you right away. Okay, so there are certain requirements that you need to meet so that you will not be disqualified. Okay, so let's go on. The diversity immigrant visa program requires the principal DV applicant, this is talking about you, to have a high school education or its equivalent. I hope most of you, when registration, you came across this requirement where you needed to submit or indicate your educational level. All right, 2 years of qualifying work experience as defined under the provision of the US law. All right, we're going to go into details with that. So if you do not have either the required education or qualification work experience, you are not qualified to be issued a diversity visa. Guys, this is what I was talking about. So the fact that you've been selected doesn't automatically qualify you to receive this visa. All right, so this happens to be the situation where if you do not meet the educational requirements or the 2-year qualification work experience, then automatically you need to count yourself out. Don't worry yourself and waste no money. All right, you just need to withdraw. All right, so only you as the principal applicant must meet this requirement. So let's say your wife doesn't have a high school education, and you as the man had the opportunity, or you as the man won the lottery and you meet all the requirements, your wife doesn't need to um, fulfill or meet all these requirements. Your wife can immigrate with you. Okay, so this clearly shows that the principal applicant is only the principal applicant who needs to fulfill this requirement. Now, your spouse and children do not, this is what I just explained earlier on, do not have to meet this requirement. You should not continue with your DV application if you do not meet the qualifying education or work experience requirement explained below. Guys, I said that earlier on. You do not need to waste your time and money if you do not satisfy this requirement. Of course, most of this is how come they overselect with the 55,000 visas available. Okay, so probably they select more than the 55,000 for these loopholes to be filled. Okay, so most of the applications that went through, most of them made mistakes. Most of them doesn't have high school. Most of them doesn't even have the educational requirements that um, um, the educational requirements and the work experience that this is talking about. All right, so it automatically disqualifies them and creates a space for you, as in you that also won and have larger case numbers and all that. All right, so you will not be issued a visa, and any visa fees you pay will not be refunded, guys. So this is it. Now, what do you mean by high school? This is where you need to understand what high school means. I know most of you understand it, but for the benefit of the doubt, those who don't understand, let me go over it. A high school education means successful completion of a formal course of elementary and secondary education comparable to completion of a 12-year course in the United States. All right, so this is mostly the level at which you move to a university or a college right after. Okay, so most of the African countries, we have secondary schools, high schools, some even call it colleges. All right, so if you have this, that is good. If you don't have it and you are working with the work experience, uh, if you are qualifying with a work experience, you must have 2 years of experience in the last 5 years in an occupation which by the US Department of Labor definitions requires at least 2 years of training or experience that is designed as a job zone 4 or 5 classified in a specific vocational preparation rating of 7.0 or higher. All right, so that is for those who don't have the high school but have experience. All right, so the US Department of Labor provides information on the job duties, knowledge and skills, education and training, and other occupational characteristics on their website. I told you earlier I'm going to leave the link, so don't worry about that. All right, so you read and you understand. Now, how to find the qualifying occupations on the Department of Labor is defined here, and I'm going to link the I'm going to put the links in the description, so go to the description and you find the links over there. All right, so that was for today. I hope you're going to subscribe to enable you get access to our subsequent videos that we are going to upload about how you should go about the DV lottery from being selected to after the interview. All right, so I hope it was helpful. I hope it was educative. Please and please subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell. All right, so see you in our next episode, where we'll be talking about, after being selected, what document you need to submit. All right, I've made a surface video about the document you need to submit. You can check that out in the videos. Go to my channel and check that out. Okay, this actually is going to be a detailed one on each document you need to submit. All right, the important ones, of course, so you don't want to miss it. So stick and stay. See you in our next episode.